Hello, welcome. My name is Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Central Victoria, Australia. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm taking part in the Global Monthly Video Collab group, where each month we get together and we choose a stamp set to do a video hop. For this month in December, we've actually gone with a theme of New Year's. So I've used that gorgeous Sip Sip Hooray bundle. I absolutely love this bundle. It is so good for so many different occasions. And this is the card that I've created. So each month the group gets together and we have Stampin' Up demonstrators from all sorts of countries. The countries are the UK, USA, Canada, Germany, Netherlands, Scotland and France, and I live here in Australia. So if you're from one of those countries and you would like to purchase any Stampin' Up products and you don't already have a demonstrator, please have a look at the demonstrators in this video blog hop. They would love to help you out. Now before I get started, I just want to let you know that all the measurements and supplies can be found in the description of this video. There's also links to my blog post as well, where you can see a little bit more details. In the description of this video, there's also links to all the other demonstrators in those countries. Please pop on over and have a look at the beautiful creations that they've created for this blog hop. So let's get started. So the supplies needed for this card are the wonderful Sip Sip Hooray stamp set, and I have the bundle. This is the dies just here. Love this set. This is in the holiday catalogue if you're looking for it. My sentiment actually comes from a stamp set called Well Said. It is a two-piece set. There's heaps and heaps. There's 51 stamps in the set, and you can also purchase this one in the bundle. I have gone with the sentiment, which is an innie sentiment, that says celebrating another year of happiness. So there's this one here. In the holiday catalogue, you will see this embossing folder. It is called Stylish Scrolls, and it creates a gorgeous little background behind those martini glasses. And just to jazz it up just slightly, I have some iridescent sequin assortment as well. These are in the annual catalogue. Some nice, bright, fun coloured inks. We have Flirty Flamingo, Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch, Granny Apple Green and Bermuda Bay, so a really nice bright set. We're also using Versamark ink and the silver embossing powder. And lastly, I have my kit here. It's all made on thick Whisper White card base, but all the measurements and supplies can be seen in the description of this video and on my blog post, so check them out. There are clickable links onto my website if you would like to purchase any of these items that I'm using today. So to start off with, we have the Whisper White thick card base. It is half piece of A4, cut in half, scored in half, so I'm just going to burnish that fold line using my bone folder. And that's the last thing we're going to do with that until we pop that card all together. So let's pop that to the side. We also have a large piece of Whisper White, and this is just the thin regular Whisper White to do all our stamping. We have another, this is the card. This is the matting for the card, it goes on top. And that is the thick Whisper White. And then we have 4 pieces of coloured card. We have Flirty Flamingo, Grapefruit Grove, Granny Apple Green and Pineapple Punch. And then another piece of the Whisper White. And this is the thick Whisper White. And that's for our sentiment there. So let's start with all our stamping. And then we can bring the big shot in to do our embossing and our die cutting. So on this long strip, we actually need 4 martini glasses, and I have it already on my block. We're going to stamp them with the Versamark ink and the silver embossing powder. Now because it's photopolymer, I always find that a matte underneath the paper works so much better for a nice clean and crisp image. So let's ink that up. We're going to need 4 of these. I've done quite a few different cards with this stamp set and bundle. I absolutely love it. So if you're interested in this bundle, just have a look at some of the cards I've already created using this stamp set. So the Versamark is down there. Let's bring that silver embossing powder in. And it's really an endless stamp set, what you can create with it. There's the normal celebrations of birthdays, graduations, weddings, engagements. What else do we have? Retirements. This one's a really good one for a retirement stamp. Oh, retirement card, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to hit that with the heat tool and I'll be back in just a second. Now while the heat tool is actually still nice and warm, I'm also going to bring in that little sentiment strip and let's heat emboss that sentiment. So stamping with the Versamark. All our embossing is completed. Let's bring in our long piece of Whisper White card and we're just going to start colouring in these gorgeous martini glasses. So in this stamp set there are the liquid stamps and we're going to do one of each colour. So I have my Flirty Flamingo, and I'm just going to bring in a scrap bit of paper. We're going to actually stamp off that first layer of ink. So it's just a little bit more dulled down. I have my stamping chamois here and I'm just going to clean off in between each stamp. Next one is Grapefruit Grove. Pineapple Punch. And just looking at my card, I actually haven't done a Flirty Flamingo colour, so I'm going to have to do another glass. So I also have my Granny Apple Green. I'll be back in a minute once I've got another martini glass. So the last one is Bermuda Bay. I'm also going to do these little decorations. So we have a strawberry, a mint, I think that's rosemary, and a orange wedge. So let's start bringing those in. We have the little strawberry that I'm going to ink up with the Flirty Flamingo. And then the top of the strawberry, we're going to bring the Granny Apple Green in. And I'm just going to, because it's photopolymer, we can line them up really easily without doing any damage there. And you can see that is inked up really well. So let's stamp that down. We're moving on to the orange peel. And I've left a couple of colours off, so I need, I created this card a little while ago, I will admit. So we need Pumpkin Pie, Mossy Meadow, and Shaded Spruce. So I have those three colours here as well. The Pumpkin Pie for that orange wedge. Let's go down here. Mossy Meadow, we're going to do that rosemary style twig leaf. And lastly, our mint is in Shaded Spruce. Bring that big shot in to do our die cutting, and I'm going to need the martini glass, the mint, orange wedge, strawberry, and the rosemary sprig. So that's cut out all our little decorations, but I'm going to have to go through and just cut out all those glasses. So I'll be back in just a second once they're all done. All the die cutting's done. Let's bring the embossing folder in, which is the Stylish Scrolls. And we're going to place all our pieces of coloured card in. And I want them to be going upright. So I'm going to do 3 at a time. Creating my sandwich and running that through. This embossing folder is in the Halloween section in the holiday catalogue. I absolutely love the scroll texture. I think it's really, really pretty. So elegant. So we're finished with the big shot. Let me get that out of the road. So we have our piece of the thick Whisper White matting. We're going to start gluing down onto that matting piece. I just sort of get pop them into place so I know where I want them. So they're aligned perfectly. And I find when you start gluing, you actually glue the 2 outside ones first and then work your way towards the center. You've got better chance of that being well spaced. I have my Tombow glue. Going to do the Grapefruit Grove first. And you could either use either side of the embossed card. I really like this side here where it's raised up. Bloody Flamingo next. And then we can move our way to the middle. And the great thing is the Tombow glue gives us a little bit of wiggle room as well. So we can move it if it needs to. That's good positioning there. Happy with that. So then we have our glasses, and I don't need one of these, but green. And this one. So let's start putting our little embellishments on. So I have the strawberry is going to go in Pineapple Punch. We have the mint is going top of the Bermuda Bay. Got the apple green and the mossy meadow sprig. And I will admit that didn't cut out as best as I would have liked. And a little slice of orange. I'm actually going to place that slice inside like that, and I want to glue that down so it's attached on top of the glass. So let me pop a little bit of glue, and a glue dot would work really well as well. Just going to pop that down again. And that just sits under the glass. Isn't that sweet? Okay, let's start popping all these down. I'm just gluing them down with the Tombow. You could pop them up if you would like extra pop up. And I want this one high on the Grapefruit Grove. They will not fit all on the same length. Too much width there. Moving on to the next one, and it's going to go down a little bit lower. Now my original, I actually have stamped the liquid in the glasses full strength, so you can choose whether you want to do it as a second generation or just the or just stamping it straight down. And the last one, and I've just got a little bit of glue there, so I have to get my glue eraser out. This one's going to be down the bottom again. Going to bend cut the ends of the sentiment. Going in from the middle, going from each side. If you have the bend punch, that would work as well. I'm going to pop this up with some dimensional, so let's bring some in. Bring that one down. My trusty glue eraser just to bring up some of that stickiness just there. There we go. Now we have the sequins here, and I'm going to use my take my pick tool to actually pick these up. It's the easiest way to pick them up. And there's quite a few different colours in here. Calypso Coral, which works perfectly with the Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to pop two of those down. There is a yellowy orange one that picks up the colour that is around it. So even though that's an orange colour on the Pineapple Punch, it doesn't stand out too badly. There is a greeny colour. I'm going to stick that up on this one, and then two of the pinkish. They're pinky orangey sort of colour. Now you can use your fine tip glue. I'm actually just going to use my Tombow glue. I find that that works quite well as well. Picking up the sequin, just popping a little bit of glue down, putting the sequin over the top. This card comes together quite quickly. I think it's a real wow card as well. Very, very pretty. Love the colours that I've used on the card. So last one. So this matting piece is going to be popped up onto the card base. So let's pop some dimensionals on the back. Now be careful, those sequins are not dry. So you don't want to bang them or touch them. Make sure that's even on the middle. There we go. Well, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed today's card for the blog hop. Don't forget, check out all the other demonstrators, links down below in the description of this video. If you're in need of Stampin' Up supplies and you live in Australia, I would love to help you out. I have some really great rewards by shopping through me, so please have a look at that link as well. Okay, until next time, have a wonderful day and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.